Hello everybody. In our previous session we have discussed this problem, okay, that is design DFA over input alphabet sigma is equal to a comma b of length exactly 2. So this condition is important here, that is exactly 2. Okay, so let us quickly revise this particular point. Okay, so before revising this particular point, I just uh, if you are, I just want to tell you that if you have not yet gone through our previous session, then please do watch our previous session first, okay, and then proceed with this one. Okay, so this problem we have discussed. So with what condition they have given, length must be exactly 2. Okay, so what is the input alphabet sigma given? A comma b. Okay, so we have to form a string of length 2. Okay, so here see we have formed string with length 2. Okay, so we have got 4 different combinations. See, only these 4 possibilities are there. Only these 4 elements we can store in this language. So though here we are storing only, we are able to store only 4 elements in this language. This language is a example of what? This language is an example of finite language. Okay, and then I have already told you that how to design this type of DFA. Okay, so for the explanation of that, you just watch our previous session first. Okay, now here see, I just want to discuss 2 points. Okay, 2 different points which are very important if you want to design the DFA. Okay, see, first point is language acceptance. Language acceptance. Okay, so what exactly language acceptance is? See, whenever see, as I said earlier in my previous session, for every language we have to draw a separate DFA. Okay, it's not the case like for all language we have to draw same type of diagram. Okay, when your language change, then accordingly your DFA will also get changed. Okay, so this diagram, this particular diagram is a diagram of what? Is a diagram of DFA for which language? For this particular language. Okay, and this particular language represents what? This language represents all strings of length 2 only, exactly 2. Okay, so this is a finite language. Why this is a finite language? Because only 4 possible strings we can form of exactly length 2. So 4 number is fixed, that's why this is a finite language. Okay, now see, whenever you are designing DFA, at that time you have to take care of one point. Okay, see, whenever you are designing your DFA, at that time your DFA has to accept all the strings which are present in the language. What I said, whenever you are designing your DFA, at that time your DFA, you have to design your DFA in such a way that it has to accept all the strings which are present in this language. Okay, so how many strings are there? A, B, B, A, B and B, A, 4 strings. So it has to accept all 4 strings. It has to accept all 4 strings. Okay, so first point is what? Whenever you are designing DFA, at that time your DFA has to accept all strings from language. All strings from language. Okay, so this point is important, and along with that one more point is important, that is your DFA, you have to design DFA in a such a way that DFA has to reject all strings which are not in language. See, you may find you may your understanding may be like you may find both points are same, but they are not same. There is a difference. Okay, see what is that difference. First point, what I said, whenever you are designing DFA, at that time you have to design DFA in a such a way that your DFA has to accept all the string from the language. So in this language 4 strings are there. Whether all 4 strings are accepted, see here AA. How to check now whether input string is accepted or rejected? That particular point we have already discussed, okay, in our previous session. So that point now I am not going to revise. Okay, so how to check whether this is accepted? Suppose let us take first input string AA. So always start with capital initial state capital A. So first symbol small a. Whenever you are in capital A, observing small a, you will be in B. Then next is again small a. Whenever you are in B, observing small a, you will be in C. Now C is what? C is final. So upon scanning entire string, entire input string, at the end, if you will be in final state, then we can say that this string is accepted. Similarly, B, B, C. Whenever you are in A, if you observe small b, you will be in capital B. Okay, and whenever you are in capital B, if you observe small b, you will be in C. So C is final. So this is the end of this string. So at the end we are in final state. So that's why we can say that BB is accepted. Same case is there for AB and BA as well. Okay, so this point in detail we have already discussed in our previous session. Okay. Now see, now here I am just going to draw one diagram. Okay, actually now along with this, see, before proceeding with that diagram, if I take the string which is not in the language, suppose B, okay, whether this string is present in this language? No. Why? Because what is the rule given for this language? In this language we have to store only strings of length what? Exactly 2. Okay, so only 4 strings. Here this string length is what? It is 3. So if we take this string and if we apply this string on this DFA, then this DFA has to reject this string. Okay, so let us verify whether this string is rejected by this DFA or not. So first symbol is small a. Always starts with capital A, initial state. If you observe small a, you will be in B. Okay, then next again small a. Whenever you are in capital B, observing small a, you will be in C. Okay, now next is what? B. Whenever you are in C, observing small b, you will be in D. So after scanning this complete screen, complete string, at the end we will be in which state? We will be in D state. Okay, and D is not final. D is not final. That's why AAB is rejected. So this DFA is going to accept all the strings which are present in the language, as well as this DFA is going to reject all the strings which are not there in the language. Okay, so that's why this is a complete DFA. Okay, so these 2 points you have to remember. It has to accept all strings which are present in the language, and it has to reject all strings which are not present in the language. Getting my point? Okay, now one more point you have to remember whenever you are designing your DFA, that is completeness. Completeness. Okay, completeness means what? Whenever you are designing DFA, at that time, now as we all know that we have to deal with states. How many states are there? A, B, C, D. Okay, as far as this DFA is concerning, in this DFA 4 states are there. Okay, so it's not the case like in every DFA 4 states will be present. It's not like that. Okay, so as far as this DFA is concerning, in this DFA 4 states are present. Okay, so whatever number of states which are present in your DFA, from each and every state in your DFA, there must have a path for each and every input alphabet. What I am saying, from each and every state of your DFA, there must have a path for each and every input alphabet. What is the meaning of this statement? How many input alphabet given? A comma B. So how many states are there? 4 states. From every state there must have a path for small a as well as for small b. Okay, so see, from capital A there is a path for small a as well as for small b. For capital B there is a path for small b. For capital C, again we have given path for A and B. For D, here by giving loop we have given path for A and B. So from all states here we have given path for all possible inputs. Okay, so that's why all these states are called as what? All these states are called as complete states. And whenever you are designing your DFA, at that time, whenever you are drawing state, at that time you have to take care of this point. From every state of DFA, there must have a path for every input. Okay, so if I make modification here in this diagram, okay, if I remove B from this diagram, then in this case now this DFA is not a complete DFA. Why? Because from capital A I have given path for small a, but one more input alphabet is given, small b, and for small b I have not given anything. So that's why here A is not complete. And if one of the state is not complete from DFA, then that DFA is itself not complete. That DFA will be incomplete DFA. Okay. So now I hope you are getting this particular point. Okay. So these 2 points, language acceptance and completeness, these 2 points we have to remember. Okay. Now let us proceed with next problem. Okay. Now we'll just discuss next example. In previous example, we designed DFA for length exactly 2. For length exactly 2. Okay, now let us discuss next problem. If problem is given like this, design DFA for input alphabet sigma. Okay, sigma, again let us consider sigma contains A comma B. Okay, design DFA for input alphabet sigma is equal to A comma B for the string whose length is at least 2. At least 2. In my previous problem, which example we have discussed, here there was a keyword exactly 2. Okay, now I am changing that keyword. Instead of exactly, now I am taking at least 2. Okay, at least 2 means minimum 2. Maximum it can be anything. Maximum it can be anything. Okay, so after getting this type of question, what I said, now we are having input alphabet sigma. Okay, and they have given condition for the language. Okay, that is string whose length is at least 2. So from this given information, we have to identify language. Okay, input alphabet sigma contain 2 symbols A, B, and we have to define a language that will satisfy this condition. String length must be at least 2. Minimum 2 means maximum it can be anything. So minimum 2 means what are the strings that we can insert, we can add in this? Minimum 2. Okay, so AA. Okay, then AB. Okay, BA, BB. So at least 2. At least means minimum 2, maximum it can be anything. So next we can add AAA. Okay, up to we can write BBB, right? Or next we can add what? AAAA. Okay, up to BBBB. So maximum it can be anything. Okay, so this is what type of language? Such how many strings we can form? Such infinite number of strings we can form. Okay, because minimum condition is given to, maximum limit they have not given, so it can be anything. So this language L is what? This language L here is what? This is a infinite language. This is infinite language. Okay, so after reading this particular question, what we have done, we just try to identify the elements of the language. Elements of the language. Okay, so here in general I have mentioned. Okay, so AAA means, then after that you can add AAB as well. So all combinations it will just consider. Okay, of length 3, of length 4, of length 5, up to infinite. Okay, now Now we have to design a DFA for this. Design a DFA for this. Okay. Now see, in this case, after getting the element in the language, take down smallest string AA, and now this string, we know that this string is in language, so this string we have to accept. So just like our previous example, that's why what I am saying, if you have not yet gone through our previous session, please do watch previous session first, okay, then proceed with this one. Otherwise you will definitely find difficulty in understanding these problems. Okay, so what I am saying now, after defining this language, take down smallest string. Now we know that this AA is in language, so AA we have to accept. So for that, for AA we have to design a skeleton, we have to accept AA. Okay, so suppose this is initial state capital A. Okay, capital A, we have to accept AA, means what, here A, then B, okay, and then AA we have to accept. So here also we have to write A. So after completion of this we have to accept it, means next state must be what, must be final state. Okay, so this is how we are accepting AA. Not only AA, but we have to accept what, we have to accept AB, BA, BB as well. So just like our previous example, if you want to accept BA, then here along with A we have to write B. Here also along with A we have to write B. Okay, now see, so because of this reason what happened, this is some part of our previous example only. So because of this reason, AA, AB, BA, BB means all strings of length 2 will be accepted here. Length 2 will be accepted. Actually see, so for logic purpose, okay, here after designing this type of skeleton for logic, for logical understanding, here we may say that this initial state A represents string with length 0, with length 0. Okay, this state will represent string with length 1, and this state will represent string with length 2. Why? Because whenever we are in initial state, we are not accepting anything, 0. If I make this B as final, then what will happen? For a moment, you just assume that if I make this B as final, if I draw one more circle within circle, and if I make this B as final, then what will happen? It will just accept only A as well as it will just accept only B. Okay, so its meaning is what? It will accept all the strings of length 1 as well. Okay, here comma is there in between. Either A it will accept or B it will accept. Okay, but here we have not made this B final. Which state we made it as final? C. So that's why AA, AB, BA and BB, they are accepted. Okay, so this particular scenario, in other words, how we can mention, capital A will represent string with length 0, B will represent string with length 1, and C will represent string with length 2. Okay, so up to this part it is just accepting what, this DFA is just accepting strings with length 2 only. But according to language, what language they have given, we have to accept all strings whose length is at least 2. At least 2. Its meaning is what? Minimum 2 we have to accept, then 3 also we have to accept, 4 also we have to accept, 5, 6, 7, infinite number of strings we have to accept. Okay, so if its length 3 we have to accept, 4 we have to accept, so any after to any number we have to accept. So how to represent this? For that, here on C you can draw one loop, and here you can mention A comma B. So if you make this type of change, then what will happen? This will represent, this will just input all further strings whose length is more than 2 as well. Okay, for example, now suppose, see, let us take any one example. Suppose AAA. Let us verify whether AAA is accepted by this DFA or not. Now we know that AAA is there in language, and this is a DFA of this language. So this AAA must be accepted by this finite automata. So how to verify? Input string is what? This is AAA. So always we have to start with capital A. Okay. Whenever you are in capital A, observing small a, in which state you are enter? We are going to enter B. Then take down next A. Whenever you are in B, observing small a, in which state you will be you are going to enter C. Okay. And whenever you are in C, take down next. Okay. A. So whenever you are in C, observing A, you will be in C itself. Okay. So A. We have started with initial state, and our last state is what? C, and C is what? Final. So that's why AAA is accepted. Okay. What about AA? Whether this AA is present in language? Yes. Minimum 2 is given. So AA is present in language. So AA also it has to accept. Okay. So let us verify. Capital A observing small a. Capital A observing small a, you will be in B. Okay. Capital B observing small a, you will be in C. So after scanning this entire string, starting with initial state A, at the end our last state is what? C. So A is also accepted. Now let us take example of only A. Only A. Whether only A is present in this language? No, this is not present in this language. Why? Because what is the condition given for language? In this language, we have to mention such a string whose length is at least 2. Okay, means minimum 2. Means string with length 1 and string with length 0. We don't want to accept. Okay. So here I have taken string with length small a. Okay. So if I scan this, whenever we are in capital A, if I observe small a only, then a resultant state is what? B. Okay. String is over. So upon scanning this entire string, we have started with initial state capital A, and at the end our last state is what? Capital B, which is not final. So small a is rejected. Getting this particular point? So this is how we can design DFA for the string whose length is at least 2. Now verify. After designing this DFA, verify. Now see, as I said earlier during my last point, whenever you are designing your DFA, at that time you have to design a DFA in a such a way that it has to accept all the strings from the language. So now this DFA is accepting all the string, and along with that it has to reject the strings which are not there in the language. So we have taken this example. It has rejected this string because this string is not there in the language. So when we scan this, our resultant state is capital B, which is not final. So that's why only A if I take, it will just reject. Okay. And then second point that you have to consider, that is you have to check all states are complete or not. So how to check? From capital A we have given path for both input, or from capital B again we have given